Many of us still think that all types of birds of paradise are the same. In other words, we believe there is only one type of bird of paradise in this world. Although that is wrong, 42 birds belong to the bird family of paradise. Of the 42 species, about 30 are found in Indonesia, and in Papua can find 28. However, did you know, in ancient times, Europeans didn't believe in the existence of these birds. It was only in 1522 that they began to recognize and acknowledge the presence of these birds. After Ferdinand Magellan's expedition ship, Victoria returned to Spain with the skins of a bird of paradise. Magellan, who received the bird of paradise as a gift from the Bacan Sultanate in Maluku for the Spanish rulers, died in 1921. Victoria's crew then presented the bird of paradise to Emperor Charles V. Because of their beauty, Europeans nicknamed these birds Avis paradisius, or bird of paradise. Several centuries later, the bird of paradise had become a popular souvenir. Their beautiful fur is also used as a commodity. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the plumage trade in bird of paradise reached its peak. At that time, the Europeans and Americans, especially the women, often decorate their hats with colorful feathers. Between 1905 and 1920 alone, 30,000 to 80,000 birds of paradise were caught and killed. Their feathers were sent to Paris, London, and Amsterdam auction houses. Fortunately, however, the situation began to change when the circulation of hats decorated from the feathers of the bird of paradise was rejected in the Netherlands. And in 1922, a law prohibiting the hunting of birds of paradise was issued. That doesn't mean hunting for birds of paradise is wholly gone. These birds are still the target of illegal hunting even in the modern era. The Indonesian government issued laws and governments in 1990 and 1999, stipulating the bird of paradise as a protected animal. After that, bird of paradise feathers only benefits the local community. There are several tribes in the interior of Papua. They use the feathers of a bird of paradise as their headdress and clothing when carrying out traditional rituals, such as wedding ceremonies or welcoming guests. However, it is essential to note that local people's use of bird of paradise feathers is undoubtedly not done excessively. What's more, from the first, the inland tribes in Papua already have customs and traditions with a bird of paradise. Like the Australian pelican discussed in the previous episode, there is no bird of paradise at Tahakum's aviary. However, Irfan had the opportunity to witness the birds firsthand when they visited Indonesia Safari Park. And one of the birds of paradise in that place is Little Paradise or Paradisea minor. Lesser bird of paradise is a medium-sized bird with a length of about 32 centimeters. Their body is dominated by brown and yellow fur with a bluish-gray beak. The male has a glossy emerald-green throat and a pair of tail strings. The sides of their abdomen are equipped with long ornamental feathers, yellow at the base, which fades to white on the outside. Indeed, their appearance was so majestic that it was capable of paying attention to anyone who saw them. Meanwhile, the female bird has a dark brown head and a white chest and belly. Unlike males, they don't have ornamental feathers on their bodies. In the wild, they can be found in tropical rainforests in northern Papua New Guinea and eastern Indonesia, precisely in Papua and West Papua, up to 1,500 meters. They are often seen in the branches of tall trees, and, given their colorful appearance, it would not be difficult for us to detect them. They also usually look for food on the trees. Their diet consists of fruits and insects. The lower bird of paradise is a bird that likes to live alone. However, when the mating season approaches, sometimes fights occur between them. They are also polygamous birds. The male bird will leave the female bird partner after copulation to find another female. In the mating season, which runs between July and February, each morning, the male birds will show off their ornamental feathers to the female birds through a ritual dance competition. If the female bird shows interest, the male will mate with the female. After copulation, which lasts about 20 seconds, the female will build her own nest in the branches of a tall tree, well above the ground. The nest is shaped like an open bowl made of plant fiber and tree branches covered with dry roots and leaves. The chicks of lesser bird of paradise are cared for and fed by the female mother with insects. The female then lays 2 pink eggs in the nest, incubating for nearly 3 weeks. After 18 or 20 days, the chicks will leave their nest. However, they will only grow into adult birds when 1 year old. These birds can live an average of 5 to 8 years, depending on their diet and habitat conditions. The lesser bird of paradise is in the least concern category on the IUCN Red List. Their population is still large in the wild, and their distribution area is vast. However, there is a downward trend in their population. The cause is most likely due to two things. First, the erosion of their habitat by land conversion. Second, illegal hunting. It is undeniable the bird of paradise has a very charming physical appearance. It causes them to be targeted by poachers to be traded illegally and then secretly kept or preserved. Several years ago, in the jungle in Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia, a smaller bird of paradise was discovered. Possibly, the bird of paradise is a pet bird that has been released from its cage. Therefore, efforts to preserve the lesser bird of paradise must continue. Not only lesser species, but also all bird of paradise species. I hope you are always healthy. Hopefully, this video can be helpful for you. Don't forget to click the subscribe and like buttons. See you in the next episode.